but I appreciate that. And now we're going to go ahead and go with our second to our last speaker today, which is Terry Bontemps. He has been investing in real estate since 1980. He's invested in 6 real estate markets, including California, Nevada, Arizona, Illinois, New York, and Florida. Terry hasn't had a job since 1992 and doesn't currently need to work at another job or any other real estate deal for the rest of his life because of his real estate investment. He's financially free with over 6,000 of monthly cash flow. He owns even 7 figures of real estate equity in his property. He's debt free and doesn't own banks. He doesn't owe banks any money. He has no real estate, credit card, student loan, or automotive debt. He owns his homes and rental properties free and clear. He's living a legacy for his family. He has an irrevocable trust set up to pass an inheritance to his children tax-free. Terry's top coaching student made $1.2 million on one real estate deal from what he learned about investing in real estate. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, Terry will speak about how to increase your income, build wealth, and achieve financial freedom in real estate. And I will be helping him today. So this is going to be interesting. Karen, do you mind on sharing your screen for a moment?
Me?
Oh, give me 1 second. Yes, it's going to be on the bottom on the green button, Karen.
Oh, Karen or Terry?
Karen.
Karen, okay.
It's going to share screen. So let me go ahead and do this. There we go. Okay. Welcome, Terry.
Well, hello, Crystal. How are you?
Good.
This is going to be fun. Oh, hey, thank you for inviting me. I'm excited. I'm always honored to be teaching about real estate, working with people. Hey, Rodney, there you are. Wow. It's like, who is that? So I'm glad to be here. I want to thank you, Crystal, for inviting me. I want to thank the San Diego chapter of the WWCA for inviting me. I want to thank all the panelists for being here. I've got notes that I was taking. It's been very enjoyable. I hope I can add to this. And last but not least, I want to thank everybody that's watching and participating. I started real estate 40 years ago from the advice of an uncle that told me to save my money, buy a house, and pay it off. What I want to do today is I just don't want to talk about real estate. I want to teach you, everybody on the line, I want to teach you real estate. I've developed some software similar to the Monopoly game. I have 2 mobile apps. This app that I want you guys to download to participate with us so we can have some fun, so I can teach you guys how to do real estate with no money, no credit. That's the whole purpose of me giving this presentation, is to show you how to do real estate with no money and credit. If you have money and credit, that's fine, but you don't have to use your own money. So what I want you to do is, I would like for you guys to download my mobile app. It's called Bank Foreclosure Millionaire. And this is really weird because this is going to be interactive today. So it's called Bank Foreclosure Millionaire. I cannot even see what's on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. Go to the Google Play Store, Apple Store, download the app, because what me and Chris are going to be doing, and I want you to participate with us, is to actually do real estate with me. This is highly interactive. You will participate, okay? So if you guys want to stand up and stretch out and whatever you want to do, this is going to be loose and relaxed. One thing I'm going to be teaching today, how to do real estate without money, without credit, okay? Without having a job, without having a real estate license, okay? This is something I was able to do when I first started. So I'm going to show you what we do as real estate investors across the United States. Now, the other option you have is to watch us as we go through this, watch the recording, and then you can come back and do it on your own. So 2 choices. It doesn't matter. Any way you want to do it, just have fun and, kind of learn how we do real estate. Now, a lot of us, we're not taught.
What's the app again?
Oh, it's called Bank Foreclosure Millionaire. Bank Foreclosure Millionaire.
Thank you.
And I developed this mobile app simply because I wanted my students to be successful. When I was younger, I played Monopoly. And Monopoly is a great game, but it's entertainment. I wanted something that I could highly educate my students with, no matter where my students were in the world. I've taught people all over the United States and globally how to invest in real estate. So this is my own software, my own platform about what I've done in my real estate investing career to be where I'm at. Okay. Again, it's called Bank Foreclosure Millionaire. If there were 1 million women on the line, 1 million people, 1 million teenagers, 1 million young people trying to learn about financial education, I can do it with this app. No matter where you're at in the world right now, if you're watching, I can teach you how we do real estate in the United States. And I know we have some other people from different countries also. I can't give advice on that. Okay. So hopefully you guys have downloaded. If not, just kind of watch me and Crystal go through the process. So you guys may be wondering, real estate. Why real estate? I think we all know somebody that has real estate and they're probably doing pretty good. Now, during this pandemic, it's a challenge. Okay, I've got tenants that are not able to pay. And the good thing about it is I'm financially secure. So without them making those payments, I still am able to make my living and live pretty good. So I'm okay there. Now, if there were 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, 100 million people, I can help them with real estate and learn how to do it in case they weren't taught. Okay. My parents didn't teach me about real estate. I had an uncle that taught me, which in my teens, I really loved him and I really appreciate what he's done. So he was my coach and mentor. Okay. So today, what I'm going to do is teach you how to make $5,000, okay, in the next 30 days in real estate. Now, why 5,000? It could be any amount, but this is how I teach. $5,000 is what we're going to make in the next 30 days. And we're going to be what's called flippers. We're going to do wholesaling. This is what we do in the United States. Crystal is going to be a real estate investor that doesn't want to use her credit. She doesn't want to use her money. So what she's going to do is she's going to go out and find Ashley or Yolanda or Baylon or Karen or anyone else on the line that maybe has money, and then they're going to partner together. So what that means is Crystal finds a house. She's going to flip it to Terry because she knows Terry's into real estate. And then Terry is going to take all the money and close the deal. And he's going to give Crystal, I think your mic may. Okay,
I'm here. I'm ready.
Crystal, how much money are you going to get for finding that deal for me?
$5,000.
All right, everyone on the line, you're going to make $5,000. Now, I know Baylon's looking at me like, Terry, I want to be where you're at. I want to do what you do so you make the big money like those house flippers. I see you, Yolanda. Hey, but come on, play along with me, you guys. Don't be changing the rules of the game already, okay? So again, let's go ahead and get this started. There's 3 things I got to teach you guys. You already know how much you're going to make. Now in San Diego, you can make 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. We're not going to limit you, but in order for me to teach you, it's got to be 5. I've also worked in San Diego I was working on a $7 million house in San Diego that I worked on. So I've invested in 6 different states. I've invested in California, Nevada, Arizona, Illinois, Florida, and New York. Okay, now we got that out the way. Let's teach you the other 2 things that I need to teach you. First of all, you got to know how to buy houses at below market value. Now, I know some people are going to say, Terry, you can't buy below market values here where we live. But let me give you the concepts, and I will guarantee it's been done in every city in the United States. So Crystal has to know how to buy houses. When she meets a seller, she's got to know what to offer. So the formula, I'd like everybody to write it down. If you're participating, if you don't, go back and look at it. It's ARV, Apple, Robert, Victor, ARV times 70%, times 70% minus the repairs, minus your $5,000 fee. So I'm going to try to put it up here, hopefully because of the sun. You guys might not be able to see it.
Or I could write it in the chat as well.
Okay, you're gonna write it, Crystal?
I sure am.
Okay, good. Because I can't look at the chat and do this too. I get all sidetracked. All right, so ARV times 70% minus repairs minus your 5,000 fee. That is the formula that Crystal If she has no money, no credit, doesn't want to use hers, she's got to learn this formula. And when she meets sellers of these things right here, she's got to make that offer based upon the formula I just taught. It doesn't matter if it's 1.5 or 15 million or 150 million in Dubai. She must use that formula because that formula, when she brings the house to me, will have the profit I need so that I make the money that I need to make. Okay. These formulas have been perfected. I've been using them for like 30 years. Perfect. Don't change it. Not yet. All right. So, Crystal, could you repeat that formula back to me, please?
Yes, it's ARV times 70% minus repairs minus 5,000.
All right, very good. Real estate is math, you guys. Everything about real estate, from the address to the closing statement, there's always a number. It's math, but it's money math. I get people say, Terry, I don't like math. I had a 23-year-old Vietnamese young man tell me, Terry, I don't like math. But when I started using your app, I got it. Now I'm a money math guy. And I said, I love it. So let me tell you my formula. I'm the person with money. And I know a lot of you have money on the line too. But this is how we got to think if you have money and you want to invest in real estate so that you make a profit, you get a great ROI, you get a great profit margin, and you know how much you have to invest. So my formula is A. Got so excited. Phone out. Okay, my formula is ARV times 70% minus repairs. ARV times 70% minus repairs. So if Rodney's your partner, the money person, this is the way she wants to buy property so that she makes a good profit. Okay, Crystal, one more time. Could you give me my formula? Don't confuse them now, else we're in trouble. What is my formula?
Yes, it's ARV times 70% minus repairs.
Very good. Now we're ready to go look for some houses. And these houses, you guys, are on your street. You pass them all day long. We as real estate investors, we look at them on a constant basis. So we're going to go to the app. So I would like everybody to open your app. And Crystal, have you got yours open? I'm going to try to show it on my end. When you first open it, it's going to come up with a prompt. Touch no, because it's going to show you a video. We don't want to watch that yet. So touch no, and then we'll keep going. Then you should be at the start page. Touch start. Okay, your next page is going to say be select. Go ahead and select that. And what you'll see the Monopoly board. Okay, you'll see houses. You'll see orange houses, blue houses, money houses. The blue houses in the game are the games that we're going to practice on being a wholesaler. What I just taught Crystal and what I do is making money. We're going to pick a blue house and Crystal's going to use that math just like in real life. So normally what I do is I coach, train, and teach people how to do this. And then we go into my game so that they can practice to build confidence and self-esteem. Then they go out into the real world. And if they have questions, then they call me and I help them out. So Crystal, which house are you going to pick in this game?
I'm going to pick the one in Nevada, the right-hand one.
All right. So everybody, you should be looking at your game. All right. There you go, Crystal. Thank you. And she's going to pick the far right-hand one. So just touch it with your first finger and the car is going to be coming around. In this case, it's Crystal. She found she has a real estate lead. She's going to go over there and try to negotiate with the owner to buy the property, put it under contract as a wholesaler, flip it to a guy like me, make $5,000, and I'll make a little change for flipping it, fixing it up like they do on HGTV. All right, Crystal, what is the ARV and the repairs?
So the after repair value is $109,000, and the repairs are $11,000.
Everybody on the line, if you have my app, you should be looking at the same thing. I love this trading. I love it. If you don't have it again, go back and listen to the recording and you can do it on your own. It's okay. Anytime you want. You get to learn how to invest in real estate in the comfort of your own home. Thanks to COVID, I had to figure out a way to help people all over the world do it at home. All right, Crystal, this is called Nevada property number 1. So if you're at home right now, I taught you the formula. This is a house, again, that Crystal found. It has a value, once it's fixed up, of $109,000, but it needs some repairs. So, Crystal, how about you walk us through question number 1? So if you go down to the bottom of the game, the first question is what, Crystal?
How much is your fee?
How much is your fee? Everybody knows what your fee is. We've already talked about it. What is it, Crystal?
$5,000.
All right, could you put it into the game, please?
Yes, and I got a check mark.
All right, good. Now, what you notice is because Crystal did this correctly. One more time, Crystal, you're pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
Can I see the check mark? She has a green check mark to the left. Can everybody see that? That means she got it right. See, I built this, I programmed it to what I've learned in real estate. Now, if you put any other number in this game, it's going to give you a red check mark. And what does red mean? It means you're wrong. Okay? In this game, it must be 5,000. Pretty simple. All right, Crystal, the next question is, how much is your MAO? And it's something I forgot to teach you guys. MAO is for me. MAO is for me as a cash buyer. WMAO is for Crystal. So what do I need to buy this house from Crystal for? Crystal found it. Crystal put it under contract. She made an offer to the owner of the bank. Now, what will I buy this house from Crystal for? Because she has a contract. Crystal, what is the MAO? And the way we do that is your ARV times 70% minus the repairs. ARV times 70% minus repairs. What did you come up with, Crystal, for that house?
So I came up with $65,300.
$65,300. Okay, correct. Now some of you are going, wait a minute, Terry, that house is worth $109,000. This house is worth $109,000, and you're telling me Crystal's going to offer that owner $65,000. That's what we have to do in real estate. Now, some of you are going, why would anybody do that? Well, there's plenty of reasons, such as maybe that someone inherited this property. This is a property in, say, I don't know, South Dakota. Someone inherited it, and they don't want to do all this stuff. They want quick cash. So that's where Crystal comes in. Hey, I'll give you $65,300. If they want that offer, they'll accept it. If they don't want to offer, they'll raise it, try to negotiate. If they think Crystal's out of her mind, they'll say, Crystal, guess what? You're out of your mind. But as a real estate investor, we have to keep knocking on doors till someone says yes, because we don't know their situation. I'll tell you guys, I've been given 10 free houses because people did not want them. That probably defies logic, and it does. And I can tell you, I was part of one of those people. I lost 2 houses to foreclosure. My first house that I lost to foreclosure, I wish someone would have been able to help me get out of my mess. So I would have gave it away instead of getting that foreclosure on my credit report. Okay, all right, let's keep moving. So she gave me what she would offer the owner, which is $65,300. And if the owner says yes, that's the price I would buy it from Crystal for. Now, Crystal, let's go to the next question. Next question is, how much is your WMAO? This means Crystal, what does she really need to offer that owner, the owner of the property? Crystal, go right ahead and run your numbers. Run that formula, ARV times 70% minus repairs, right, minus your $5,000 flip fee.
So it's $60,300.
So all she did was offer $60,300 to that owner, but she's going to flip this house to me for $65,300. And guess where the difference between that $5,000 goes? Goes to Crystal. This is how we do the math. This is why you got to understand numbers. This is how you generate a strong return on your investment. If you're someone like me, this is how we generate a profit margin. You're probably wondering, well, Terry, what do you get out of this? We're not going to go through this today, but I'm just tell you what I'm looking to make. What I make is 20% of what I buy the house for. So Crystal sold it to me for $65,300. My profit margin is 20%. I'm in the neighborhood of $13,000 is what I'll make. 65, yes, $13,000. We're not going to do that. That's too advanced. I only want to do one thing right now, just show you guys how this basic principle of buying real estate with no money and no credit works. There's 3 ways I can teach you, but we're only doing 1 right now. So Crystal, how are we doing on time? Can we do 1 more house, or do we need to kind of wrap it up?
No, we need to wrap it up. But
We need to wrap it up. Good. You know, something I wanted to share with you guys. My phone number is 916-470-3869. 916-470-3869. I love to teach. I love to help people. I love to help women. I love to help children, teenagers, financial education, financial intelligence. I bought my first house at 20 years old because of the advice of my uncle. Just this week, I was doing the research on how many of my family members own their house, real estate, and properties and land. I have 27 family members in 4 generations that own their own home, own real estate. How's that for generational wealth? 27 family members that own real estate, okay? Again, I want to encourage women. 95% of the millionaires, thank you. 95% of the millionaires in this country create their wealth in real estate. Women need to be in real estate.
If I may
Thank you,
interject
guys.
real quick.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, ask
I
me.
may interject real quick. Terry,
Yes,
I
sir.
really appreciate you
Please.
sharing that, because I think, if anything, more so coming from a minority community, yourself, myself, women, to be able to hear that, that's empowering. So I really appreciate you sharing that.
Oh man, thank you, man. And I wanted to.
I will be calling.
I wanted to jump in your conversation, but I didn't want to mess up your flow, so I didn't say anything. Thank you, guys. It was fun. I really love it.
perfect. Thank you, Terry. And I
Thank
had
you.
a blast of being your assistant today and
Oh, thank you, Crystal.
the world of the real estate world, and women more in it, right? And so,
Yes.
Terry, in 10 years, I'm going to be that real estate woman.
Oh, hey, I want to be there. I want to make a video with you.
Absolutely. Let's do it. All right. So our last speaker for today is Jelana.